Testing, 1, 2, testing. Oh, it's louder than I thought. Alright then. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. It actually sounds really good. I'm happy with that. Okay, well if that's all good, let me get this closed here. Okay. Go ahead and swap this around. Alright, here we go. Welcome to my desk. Does this still work? Let me see if this still works. It does, it's there. I realize my alerts are probably going to be really loud. Audio output capture. Remove. Well, I guess I could disable them. So to play over my audio, I guess I'll have my desktop audio on. I was questioning whether or not to do that. But, alright, well, welcome to my desk. It's actually clean. We're doing something a little different today. It's, I'm talking as if like I do something like every day. So, I think I had mentioned before in past streams that for people who suffer through PTSD and, you know, just general anxieties, I guess, people found that coloring helps, using coloring books, things of that nature. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's been sort of a very extraordinarily stressful past few weeks. And I've only done this a handful of times, which has been actually a great stress reliever. But I have the Steins Gate coloring book, and I'm kind of just trying this out as an experiment because I don't know. It's something that I thought about. I almost didn't do it because I know how hard the internet can be and stuff. And, you know, I'm attaching strings to something that I would do leisurely by streaming it. So I guess I could, I don't know. Don't be surprised if I get embarrassed or something or tired and want to cut the stream early. But I'm also kind of just doing it as an experiment just to see what works because I've never had this camera set up before. I have the camera up here on a little weighted mount I got a long time ago. Well, a couple of months ago. I was intending it to use more, but well, I'm finally getting some use out of it. Plus, you can see my shadow and you know, lighting and things like that. But you know, I'm not going to try to be too much of a perfectionist here. Right now, we're just kind of here to chill and chat, I suppose. And anyone who wants to come on hanging out, they can hang on out. And also, I'm going to be quiet, which is one of the reasons why my microphone probably sounds so different. And I'm using an AI noise reduction. So I can't promise that my voice isn't sounding a little bit off. Yeah. So I'm gonna do. I also was not sure if I was gonna play music or not, but I decided I would because otherwise it would seem quiet. And I thought, what better music to play than Steins Gate? So I tried to get rid of all the most intense tracks because Well, Steins Gate can be a stressful show. But I colored a handful of things so far. Well, basically 2 things. And so far, this was made out of like 12 colors. I had to get the skin tone right. And then, let's see here. This one. I worked a good deal on this one. It's my Yuri. I like the way that I got the eyes done. I don't explicitly recall how I did some of the shading, because I know because I still had limited colors. Well, I had more colors on this one, but I don't know if I went like light and then shaded over dark. I know I did that with a couple of parts with her skin and some of the darker tones in her clothing. But the eyes are, I don't know. I'm not really an artist. I don't know how blending and stuff works. I just kind of do it by hand, by ear, by eye. But I've got myself some more colors to work with. And you can see the camera. I don't know what all can be heard. Imagine you can hear that. But yeah, I've got some colors to work with. So basically what I'm gonna be doing is probably just coloring and venting a little bit, winding down for bed, because sleep is probably gonna be a little hard for me. I got my booster shot 2 days ago, and it absolutely destroyed me. And my roommate's been gone for a while, and he's back home today, and now he's having some sinus congestion. So he's worried. He got tested. He's negative. But lots of things to worry about. My parents have been extraordinarily sick with COVID. Fortunately, my dad just got out of the hospital. Very scared for him because he was not doing well. But he just made it home, and I can only hope that he continues to get better. But I imagine he's going to need some continued therapy. But they were not vaccinated, and I don't want to go too much into it, but I tried to convince them for a very long time that, things were dangerous, and well, you do what you can. But yeah, I was wondering about which ones to color. I think not this one. I think I'd settled on this one. Do my Yuri. And then there was also another one. Got Karasu here. Yeah, right here. But I think these will fit on my desk the best. And just a nice big picture. I think this will just be, I don't know, the one that I do. So, got my stack of colors. I think it's always an interesting thing. You have decisions to make on what you want to do, because when it comes to divergent thinking and establishing what's correct and what's not, I can color this however I want to. I could give, I think I just might have given myself a paper cut. That's right. I don't think it was close to a paper cut. I'm okay, don't worry. But I could make my Yuri's dress any color I want. Green, purple. I can make it tie-dye rainbow, But I think think I'm just gonna stick with my, just the correct, quote-unquote, colors. That's something to sort of like aim for. So I think I'm gonna start with my area here. So let's get some colors that I didn't save, like, oh, that's the other thing too. I don't have a pencil sharpener yet or anything. So what I had to do last time was I had to take a knife, and basically whittle away just sort of the ends and just, slice them off to sharpen it. But I did that in the kitchen away from everything. So if I have to step away, I guess I will. Or I don't know, because coloring can actually take quite a long time. I could be here for a while. So as I said before, don't be too surprised if I don't get finished, or step away early. Because it is late, it's almost 1 a.m. But, so I've got 5 shades of blue here. Well, 6 shades. I don't know if some of them are, like, overlapping in color. But I think this light blue one was the one I used, especially because it's the most worn down. And I might have used a mix of the others to sort of shade over. But I have more shades of blue now, which is exciting. Oh yeah. I get into the sort of grays and greens. And I think I found not to really trust my head's gonna get in the way of the true color here. I have a lamp, but I have like blow out the picture. I don't know. Like I said, this is super informal. It's just me trying to chill. And I guess streaming gives it a little bit of purpose. Something to share and talk. It's always good to talk. Let's look at our other Myri here. And we have spare paper. Full beans in here. It's this scrap paper from Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. The bomb diffusal. I'm thinking that looks very similar. Very light. It's even the camera's having a hard time picking it up. But it'll pick up more once it's fully blended in. So I think I'll try to stay away from the shaded areas too much, or like going in dark, because I notice once you start, like if you color in too much, it's harder to like color over that color. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go ahead and get started. It's one of those weird things to, yeah, see, I can't even hardly see this in my naked eye. But once you start covering a lot of the surface area of the page, it starts to come together. The other thing I'm not certain about too is like, so like the hand movement. So for like around the edges of things, I tend to move with the lines. And I am not a very heavy-handed writer. I write very light. But everywhere else I try to push in the same like direction or pattern, because I feel like the way you press the page, it comes through in a sense. But I don't want to go outside the lines, because obviously that's more noticeable. So, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna continue to do what I did for the last one. And the last one turned out alright. I didn't really do the background black. But let me see here. So this is actually more of like a traditional blue. And then, yeah, so this is white. Obviously. I think you probably know your colors. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure this stream is still rated mature. Mainly because of like the gore fest of games that I play from time to time. Which I feel like, I mean, I'm not really big into Twitch. I don't like watch Twitch very rarely. But I feel like there's a lot of people who stream that just, they play a lot of things or have a lot of streams with very heavy content or themes. Wondering if I should do the underside of her hat dark. And it's just not flagged, you know? And one of the reasons why I flag my streams is, well, the content I play tends to be mature. I curse way more than I like to now that I'm older. If I was younger, my young self would be appalled at how much I curse now. But it's you know, I talk about heavier things. I use harsh language sometimes. I play things that are intense or violent. And, you know, my thinking is I have a niece, alright? She's very young. And I wouldn't want her to, like, stumble into a stream like mine and watch it thinking it was fine. And I know, like, you know, parents are supposed to be involved in monitoring things, but you get all sorts of problems and controversies with, like, things like Roblox, and I don't know. It's hard to keep track of things anymore. I feel like as a parent, I am not a parent. If that wasn't apparent. But is this her hat here? Extending out. And this is her hair. I think that's her hat. Not some sort of cloth in the background. It makes sense that it just seems like this right here feels a little weird for me. I don't know what it is. I mean, if I guess I color it, it'll... I'm gonna stay away from this for just a minute. And I'm gonna move on to her... the clothing on her top. It's like I said, this it's sort of an experiment, because usually I would just do this without sort of thinking. I mean, I think about it, but I'm not really speaking it out. So I hope this isn't more stress-inducing for myself. Whatever, I can say I've done it once. You know, just to see. And, oh, actually, I think that was supposed to be dark. Eh, maybe not. I guess this would be dark. This would be light. Yeah. And see what I'm saying about, like, following the outlines here, and then for the rest of the fill-in, I guess I try to just, we're just gonna go vertical here. You probably can't hear the colored pencil, which kind of sucks, because I mean, I don't really have a good microphone to pick it up, and my room is actually particularly noisy right now. One, as a means of sort of noise, just I wanted white noise in the background because it's late, you know, and white noise helps dampen out any harsh sounds, you know. One of the reasons why white noise can help you sleep. You know, there's a loud sound in the middle of the night, it's not as jarring. It's like just sometimes like I'm pushing pretty considerably hard. Yeah, see. I don't know if you can tell, like some of these points, like, so the colored pencil like tends to flatten out and I can get a sharp edge, so if I push it down on the sharp edge, it's gonna make a really deep line. So I just try to keep it flat, but then I feel like I'm pushing so hard on some of these light colors that it's just like, it's not coming through as much as I'd want it to. I just feel like this is still very white, but even then the page is very like smoothed out. So yeah, if anyone out there, I mean, I haven't really looked up any, I mean, that's what I could have done. I mean, how seriously am I taking this? Not, I don't know, I'm an oddball. I could have watched someone else stream and like had probably some sort of like, oh, this is how you should do it if you wanted to set up something like this, but you know what, this is my own thing, and it is what it is. So right, so we got sort of, you can sort of see the color. So it's coming together. This is the other thing I forget to do too, is when I was coloring the other picture of my area, I pretty much did the same thing where like I missed areas to color. And I didn't have like a box that was easily accessible for my colored pencils. So basically I would have to keep putting away and like getting back out the same color that I like used because I forgot to fill that section in. I love this track. This is Suzuha's theme, which Suzuha is actually my favorite character from the show. I love Suzuha. She is great. And I'm sad there's not more of her in this book because I think there's 2 images of her in this whole thing. There she is. Best girl. At least she's got my vote. I know Kurisu is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kurisu is great. My area is great. They're all great. But unless you want to go this route, best girl, which honestly, I'd be right up there with you. But I think these are the only 2 pictures of Suzuha. But I mean, as for the story, like, Suzuha is, like, such an important character, and she goes through so much, and she's so strong that, I want to say this is blue. I want to say it's blue. It's gotta be blue, right? It just feels weird because I guess her hat is pretty big. It just feels like it extends out very far. It was just weird just like drawing things. It makes me nervous to like draw on it, honestly, because I don't want to mess it up. I'm talking about anxiety and stuff. I had a pretty bad anxiety attack today, which it made sense because having post-traumatic stress the way I have it. I've got this little section here. I'm gonna have to do this very carefully. You know, sort of a health anxiety. Getting my booster shot, I got my third dose of Moderna and my first flu shot that I can ever remember getting. And I was hoping it wouldn't be so bad. You know, I was like, oh, Moderna, it's gonna be half a dose. And the flu shot, so I've heard, it doesn't really do anything to you. My brother got his flu shot and nothing really happened to him, so I was like, okay, I'll be alright. I know my first two were kind of bad, but this shot hit me like a train. It's just 2 days ago. Today I'm actually feeling better tonight, but last night, oh my god, it was, well, the night before last, I should say, was absolutely awful. Fevers, aches, chills. I was freezing, absolutely freezing. Could not stop shaking. And nausea, even. But today I felt bad, and feeling bad made my anxiety spike, so I had a very sharp anxiety attack, so to speak. I got the sweats and stuff, but honestly, I've been managing it. I was surprised I've managed it so well. Let's see how I want to do this. I made her these blue. I think I looked up like a little reference for it. But I guess I could go the easy route and just color in her hair because it's black. Just sort of comparing. I want to say I might be able to color in the rest of her clothing just as a light, very light shade. Not pushing very hard, not like get the whole thing, but just sort of. I'm gonna do it. So what I'm doing is I'm using a very light pressure, and we're just gonna get a general coverage. She's talking about light pressure. I can't even hardly see. This happens every time when I do this. It's like, oh, I can hardly see I'm making any sort of impact. And then after you get the whole thing in, it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess that really does make a difference. It's the little things, isn't it? As they say. Push a little harder. It's gotta come through. The darks are easier to go over the lights, it seems. Or is this literally just so worn flat? It's just hardly discernible. But I'm a little sad that the sound of the pencil isn't coming through. It's a peaceful sound, you know? But that's why I got the music. Because I think otherwise it'd just be dead silent. Yeah, but that still looks white on the camera. Honestly, to my eye, it still looks pretty white. Push it a little harder and do what we did with the hat. And then that's when I get into like my blending territory where I start to be like, okay, well, if I want to get the shade just right, because even this, I'm not happy with like the way her clothing's coming up right here. Just, it still seems very light. Like this has got like sort of like a darker hue than like right here, and as if I'm pushing very firm. Still not coming through, so. Alrighty. Alright. We're gonna go over that with a darker shade of blue. But the question is which? I've got this like this box that came in with all these colored pencils. This was $5, and then I added 2 other packs of like one Crayola set and one generic brand set. They had like different palettes, and one of them was like a glitter palette, and I think I honestly used the glitter palette for her. Let's see here. Yeah, that comes in way more prevalent. I'd say that's pretty close. I could make them like pink or something, just to be a little different. But do I want to do that? Maybe I'll leave this until I decide. 'Cause I feel like I could make them like sort of like a light pink. Something else light pink. Your purse. There'll be nothing here. Kurisu's hair is going to be very red. I was wondering if I could just like balance. Like I said, I'm not an artist, but I wonder if I can just balance the color palette, so to speak. I guess her tongue would be red, but that's not really not something you want to pop. That'd look very strange. Like clown my ear. It's like it could get really big circle cheeks, and make it look like a clown. All right, I want this to be resolved. So, which shade of black? Actually, I think this is blue. If you're asking yourself, shade of black, what are you talking about? So look at this. This looks black. This looks as black as it can be. And if you look at the tip, it's a very green. It's a little hard to tell. I have to focus on manual. But which black is the darker of the blacks, you know? They say there's like never that one true black. Thing is, it's not going to matter too much because I don't push hard enough on the page. Even though I feel like I'm pushing down very hard. And I come across this gray. Is there not another black in here? There's gotta be another. Let me get like a light. You can see it's just like trying to make it as dim as possible. I'm like holding this as far as my arm can reach away. It's my bike light. But I'm looking and I feel like there should be another shade of black because I would have gotten a black in this set, a black in the other set, and then black in this. I have glitter black. Is glitter black better than... I mean, there's no real correct answer. Ah, here we go. Alright. This is the decision we make. So this one actually is blue. Can't really tell. I need like a very dim light. A very dim light. Goodness. But I have a light that's dying that actually might be perfect. The batteries are just so old, they haven't been changed in ages. This is so dim. You kind of see this is kind of blue compared to... You really gotta check the tips because that's definitely green. So I have this black, which I've got this black. I guess there's only one true way to find out, isn't there? Yep. It is black. And then I got this one. So look how different. The thing is, this one has it's more of like, it might just be the way that this is rubbing against the paper, because it's kind of got that hard edge. It's like a flat top. Very odd. But this seems more black. What's this darker, isn't it? Black is the darkest of the dark, so we're going with this. See, I'm sure that felt superfluous. So I was like, why are you going through blacks? Why are you going through lights black? Just paint, or, color with black. You don't understand. Oh, that's coming in nice. But it's not the same, is it? We just conducted a small little sample experiment, and we've got different outcomes, so... Don't be going and telling me. Ooh, wait, her hair. She's got this little zigzag. I don't know if it's a highlight. Whatever. Your hair's black. So, bye-bye little highlight. I hope this music is okay for a Twitch. Yeah, see, it's the same kind of... That's the one things I noticed is like getting little messages. What is all this back here? Little buboes or something? I don't know. Well, with regards to the highlights, they're probably the correct color they should be. the rest of her hair should probably just be darker. Also go ahead and do this, and see, it's like this black. I mean, this is ink black. With the white, I'll actually go over white with white because the colored pencil does add like a sort of reflective texture to the page. I think ink already sort of has that. I don't go black over black, but I do go white over white. It changes it ever so subtly to keep it more uniform, I think. So, gonna keep with that vertical. Once again, keeping a consistent, uniform pattern. There we go. I think this is... It certainly looks black. I think I honestly used black here as a form of shading. Got a bit of guitar going. Because I have a playlist that's called Relaxing, but you know, my apparients have to play it because of, you know, copyright and stuff. I don't want to cause any issues. Nobody likes that. You know? I mean, talking about reducing anxieties, that's just gonna cause anxiety for me. Then again, it's like this is a soundtrack. But now you've got like, so it's like I can see her eyebrow. So is this? I feel like this should be dark. I don't think her hair were reasonably parts. Yeah, we're coloring this in. Hopefully my orientation has been okay. I've just kind of been going in the flow here. Don't know if the camera's like, you know, I'm sure you can't see too much with my hand. But hopefully with the positioning and whatnot I have. Okay, we're gonna come back over this with more of like a slashed, I don't know what you'd call that, angular attack, angular mode of attack. So I want to say this is black, black. She have black sleeves. These are little details, you know. But I guess I don't know, they make the character. You don't really notice. So it's like her sleeve. I mean, this looks black. I think it would make sense as black because this looks black. This looks black. This looks black. Yeah, coloring has a nice physical component. Something to focus on. And I'm also focusing on streaming, I guess.
it's a weird thing. That's alright. I'll accept being weird. This is an acceptable weird. Right? I think there's different stages of weird, or different quadrants. It's like a color wheel of weird, and I think I fall into a more acceptable range. But you know, it's not like running on all fours chasing a mail truck, you know, like a human being doing that, you know, in the nude, just in the middle of the day. That's like a whole nother spectrum of weird. It's like an unsettling weird, you know. So there's eccentric and ethnic kind of delicacy tastes, and then there's just like abhorrent, like, oh, not abhorrent, but sort of bizarre, dangerous activities and behaviors. You know what I'm talking about. I pointed the camera upward. Okay, so should I finish her? I guess I should finish her clothing. Did I do that? I don't think I colored this area. If I did it very light. I think this down here, she doesn't have like a ribbon or something. This is all dress. Alright, well, it's fair enough, I suppose. Hardly noticeable. I can't really tell. So what would I have done? I guess I could look up like a reference picture. I guess I'll do that. Just to keep with the correctness. So I think all I need to type in is Mayuri. Yep. Definitely works. But not getting as many results as I'd like. I'll have to do Steins Gate. Mayuri. There we go. So yeah, she just got a black, this is just a black ribbon, and just her dress is one piece that just continues. So, yeah, there's no other colors here. It just kind of looks bizarrely dark. I don't know. I feel like they kind of just took some, whoever made the book, took some more generic photos. I don't recall this particular scene, so to speak, but it's like they took some photos from the show and just put like an edge filter around them. Some are better done than others, but you can sort of see. Some of them are definitely not from the show, and others are. But, yeah. Alright. So now I've got a tough decision. I think it's marking like an old doctor's form earlier on my old colors. But I moved everything aside into a pile. So I don't know what's what, so we're gonna have to do this from scratch again. So we're gonna go ahead. These are trusty paper here, and I've got many a blues. Many a blues. Which one is the correct blue? I don't know. So even this is blue. Black. And this... no, this is black. I think it's black. I didn't try the glitter black. Ooh. Is that... no. That's basically... it's a little different. This looks black, but it's... oh my gosh, that's oh so green. Actually, it's kind of a blue-green. That's not gonna work for her. That's black. That's also very black. Okay. Right. Let's get these sorted. So we got this, which is... it's okay. It's kind of sort of close to this. Just like hardly visible. It's a little too dark blue. I've got this glitter. Ooh. It's more blue. Might be too much contrast. This one might work. Oh, I don't know. Actually, this seems darker than this one. So far, I think I'm gonna stick with the glitter blue for now. I like ranking these. This is deep blue. Very deep blue. Got this. This is... very comparable to that. This is ever so slightly. It's just like a more of a blue. This is kind of a darker. So I think those two are in the running. Whoa. I like the shade, but it's deep. It's close to this one. Got this. Basically the same, just a little lighter shade. And there's this guy, which we're gonna do over here. Wait a minute. Are these the same? Are these the same? Let me see. This is what I have been using. Is it coming through? Now if I should... watch what happens if I draw with the tip. See how it comes through. They're not the same, but... you can see sort of that shine, that sheen. That's why I do the white on white. It changes the page. I don't know. This is actually, because it's sort of like this, but like it's close enough. But it's definitely darker. So it might work well, and it's might have be what I did here, because they're similar. So let's give it a try. It's one of those things where it's like you kind of have to commit, but you can sort of back off from it. I'm just gonna do this light. I mean, everything is still so incredibly subtle, right? And I'm telling you, I'm pushing down. I kind of want to go back. Like, I have to just push with this more or something. Maybe I'll come at it from a different direction or something. It's a mystery. It's like the page has some sort of scotch tape. But you know, for colored pencils, I guess scotch tape would probably work against colored pencils. I don't know too much about even scotch tape, scotch guard. Scotch tape would definitely work. I mean, if you left the scotch tape on there, maybe not, because I guess you could color the scotch tape. This is light right here. Okay, now I am applying a sort of aggressive amount of force to the point where I feel like I am like indenting the paper. Like the other pages behind this page are just getting smooshed. I'm pushing. I'm gonna have to push. Otherwise this darker shade is not gonna come through. I've already pushed on this minty. The cell phone. That's what every time the track ends, it's like I hear Kurisu say that. The cell phone. Or his cell phone. Yeah. If you have not seen the show, consider giving it a watch. It's a little slow at first. That's the main complaint I hear from people. And I don't blame them. It makes sense. Kind of, but it kind of doesn't either. The characters are definitely eccentric. They're meant to be. The beginning of the show is just sort of to get you introduced to them and exactly who they are. And then there is there's a turning point, which it might be the episode name, where things take off, and you will not want to stop watching. Unlike my roommate, he stopped watching at the turning point, I think, just to do it, I think. But it's good. Give it a go. I'm gonna rotate this around. Yeah, see, that's making it come in darker. Maybe like, so the colored pencils are like, what are they? Good question. I never asked myself that before. What are colored? Is it like, are they like crayons? They're not wax. So if maybe that's why it's not like, if I like rub the same area over and over and over and over and over again, is it sort of creating like a film that's protecting the page? Does that make sense? This is gonna be blue. this particular track, when I was working where I used to work at my medical engineering job, I started growing severely depressed without really realizing it, you know. I think maybe I was, but this track always brings me back to that place, that mentality I had at the time, because I remember I was feeling so sick, and I was reminded of that feeling today in the shower. I was taking a shower and I just had this horrible stomach pain, and I used to have it all the time when I was working, to the point where I couldn't even tie my shoes, basically. It was so painful. But I dealt with it basically 24/7 for months. And I remember I had it hit the side of my head on a door. Like I had opened the door into the side of my head, like my temple. And I had been working from home that night trying to install software on all of our engineering PCs. And this track played, and where it transitions, which is just going to be right here, the next notes that come up. Right here. I was sitting in bed, and I remember I just felt this horrible melancholy, sadness, this emptiness that, I don't know, it was like so, I mean, it was depressing, you know. I was so alone and everything was so quiet. It was in the middle of the night, sitting alone. I was at a bed at my parents' house, and I'm just sitting there under the sheets with the laptop in front of me doing something that I didn't want to do. And I just didn't want to go into work the next day, and I felt bad. Just, you know, I was in pain, and this track played when I was sitting there, and it just sort of struck a chord in me. And I don't know, the world sort of felt like empty and lost. Like I was like, oh, this is like the end, or like this is my life. And but like during that point, I just felt like everything was lost, you know, like there was no hope. And I remember just traveling back and forth to work, having it play a couple of times, and I don't know, every time that track plays, I've never forgotten that feeling. But it wasn't until, I mean, like, stuff's gonna give when it has to give, you know. You go as far as you can, and I did. I pushed myself probably way too far. I worked myself way too hard. And no one could really tell, not even I could tell, the damage that I was doing to myself at the time. You know, just how much stuff affects you. But I was destroying myself, basically. And it went on that way for quite a while, but fortunately, you know, eventually just things will take its course. And naturally, I found my way out of that job. And I remember just being able to breathe again. And honestly, I was elated. But it did bring up a lot of other anxieties and stuff. You have all sorts of questions and worries, and other people have questions and worries, and what are you gonna do? And I'm not even 100% certain I've solved that or answered that question for myself adequately. But as I've gone on and gotten a little older and things have started happening, life has changed. It kind of hasn't, but it really has. I am definitely a different person than I was just a few months ago. But as terrible as things are in the world, and like how it feels like Armageddon, and you're in a pandemic, which was basically always been my biggest fear since I was a child. And I have my parents who are basically dying. Hopefully getting better now. But I'm alone, but I have friends too. And I feel like I'm carving out a little place for myself where I can call sort of like a new home, and I'm feeling comfortable with it. And I'm still getting out there and doing things too, which is, this stream is proof of that today. So hope lives on, and I'll carry it. And hopefully I can bring it to others too. I'm just looking for a proper sort of, I want to match the skin tone that I had for her. But I'm not quite certain as to what it was. I'm thinking it was this one, because it's so worn. But I'm not so certain right now. It's gotta be it. I mean, I could. Do I risk tainting the image? I'm like looking at it here. So all these hues, they're gonna look different when you start spreading them out over a larger area. This might be one of the ones that I need to, you can even see in the out of focus shot. I might need to take a knife to it and whittle it away. But, I guess we'll give it a shot. Where can we do it where we could, like, hide it if it goes wrong? I guess in an area that's cut off from the rest, so I guess we can start, like, right here. At her hair parts. Can you tell I haven't done anything to it? I guess it should be darker though. We'll apply some shading to that. So I'll try not to go overboard here, but I will do all of it like I did with her dress. Okay, let's go to town then. It's one of those weird things where it's like, does it look like I'm doing anything? I can't even tell. I can hardly tell. But the more I go, it just starts to come together. It's weird. It's magic. Will sort of become more obvious. Now, the camera might be having a little bit of a harder time picking it up than my eyes. But I assure you, your skin has color. I feel like you can tell a little bit. Sort of a, yeah. See? Under my shadow. Removing my head away, it's harder for me to tell with my shadow. I think the camera benefits from the shadow. And as I go over this some more, you know, there are some areas where it's kind of scribbled in some white streaks. So I'm going to hopefully smooth those out, or rather fill those in, I should say. Yeah, I might need to, it might be the case I'm gonna need to take a blade with this one. But I think that skin tone is working out. It's, yeah, definitely tan, definitely white. So, and if I, here. Now this will be an interesting debate. You've got white, blanco, blanc. You've got nameless white. I seriously doubt the camera's gonna pick up anything. But notice, you can see it. See it? You can see it. The magic. That's why you do it. Because it fills in the page a little bit, you know? So, are we gonna go Crayola? Or are we gonna go off-brand? Looking at these with my keen eye, Crayola seems more white. So, You fill it in. So, see if you can see anything different. I'll be very surprised if you can. Maybe if the light catches it just right. Maybe. $400,000 to fire this weapon for 12 seconds. So people think they can outsmart me. Maybe. I'd like to beat someone who can outsmart Bullet. Oh my god. Who touched Sasha? Alright. Who touched my gun? I can't say I'd ever expected myself to be coloring in a coloring book of Steins Gate on stream while whispering an impression of Heavy Weapon Sky. Might be a first. World's first. So, you came here and you got here. World's first. This is the same color, right? Please be right. Alright, we went for it. It's the one that's all smooshed, so. Do. I still got some area to press down against the page. Oh yeah, I kept this track in, which is it's a darker track, but I like it, so I kept it in. And I was keeping with the peaceful vibe, but the ending is peaceful. If anyone's seen the show, you might know where this plays. I think it plays in 2 different areas, honestly, but it plays in one distinct area. Or one distinct scene, I should say. I'm starting to hit a little bit of the colored pencil's wooden area, so as opposed to getting the actual colored pencil on the page. So we're gonna have to sharpen. Like I said, I don't have a sharpener, so which is okay. I kind of, I did the knife thing last time, and it's kind of fun. You feel like makes you feel like a professional whittler. Like I'm making some sort of ocarina or something, or wooden stick figure man. Like it's weird, like you hit the black, and like you can see, the camera probably doesn't pick it up the best, but you can see the areas where you just barely strike the black. The colored pencil overlays it, I wonder if I can, if I've got enough mileage out of this thing where I can continue to make it through her whole epidermis. So that would be, I guess, convenient stream-wise. We're starting to get pretty flat here. Yeah. I have to like hold the colored pencil very specifically. Flat. Smoosh it. What I might do is like I might be able to like take my nail and like sorta chisel off a little bit. Which I might have to do. If I had a colored pencil, I would just, you know, wouldn't have a really good place to throw the shavings. But we're gonna need it for well, I'm gonna hold off now. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. My Wonder Mate's getting ready for bed. I don't want to look like a madman shaving off the end of a colored pencil with a knife. But I'm surprised he's still up. Although I'm sure he was napping on the couch. What can be pink? Let us. Whoa. Oh, never mind. I thought my brain just made a tragic mistake for a second. I have to find a pink in here. Let's see one. I think there's a particular ink that I was using. I want to say it looked extraordinarily light. I mean, it would make sense, right? Given the tone. It's a very hot pink. It's more of a purpley glitter pink. That's orange. Actually, one of my favorite colors of orange. It's straight up orange. I like a nice fiery red orange. Very bold. Did we go through this track already? Wow. We've been doing this back through the loop. Here's another pink. It's kind of a reddish pink, I think. Here's one. Jeez, so many shades. I think that's just straight up red. Some of these look pink to me in the shade until I pull them out, and then it's like, oh, they're like not even close. Okay, I'm probably gonna put some of these. Well, I have like a little. This is one of the things I can consider. It's like I have a different container for like different shades. Here's a bunch of. But then where do I draw the line? You know, if they're starting to bleed in, because it's like, oh, here's a pink-ish, but is this in between? You know, where does this go? We're just gonna make the mess grow, I suppose. Alright, well, lots of colors. Lots of colors to try. Color number 1. Glitter pink. That is definitely glitter pink if I ever would classify it. This is a hot pink. Honestly, it's light enough where I think that could be good. So we're gonna put that one next to the paper. It's a way too, that's like fiery pink. That is as pink as pink and pink. Here is, ooh, it's even lighter pink. This might have been the one I used. Yeah. Hardly tell. I might have used these two shades. Not this one. That's a little too bold, I think. It's a coat. Yeah, I think that is. Oh, red orange. It's a little. That's looks red to me, honestly. It's more of a magenta. Oh, this looked. I thought this was gonna be really red. It is a red or pink, but okay. So we got these two. That's the ones we're gonna go for. See the outside. The outside ones are deceiving. The wrap, I suppose. Oh, wait a minute. Is that correct? Was that correct? Did I mess something up? No. Oh, now that I'm doing these. This is our branch. Where do we have super light pink. A lot of these colors we've been doing have been extremely light in color. So we can branch down to this, which honestly kind of looks okay. Or is this the color that I said I liked? Okay, that's that. It's different when you see them up side by side, I guess. It sort of looks like it's a darker shade of that one. You can hardly tell. The problem is it's not really too much of a problem because it's manual focus and it's already blurry, but I think I'm going with these two. This is like wait a minute. What the hell? Am I losing my marbles? I am. Oh no, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. They're so similar. So similar. So we're gonna go these two. Right? Light. Good gravy. Just want to make sure. You know what's funny? I don't even think I used. The only different pink I used was between this, I don't know what you'd call this, inner shirt and this purse. I don't think I used a different color. I honestly think I did all. Well, no, I might have done black over that a little bit. Nah, whatever. Who cares? It'll look okay. Okay, Here we go. Pinku. Is this? Best not to get caught up in petty detail. I have a lyric version of this track for Steins Gate Zero that's beautiful, but I feel like it'd be a higher risk of share. You know. I'm gonna scribble over these areas. So I want the shades. I'm adding like a small area of protection, I guess. I'm gonna go over this one. Yeah, see, that's a problem. It's almost making it more bold. Which areas that are dark shouldn't be more bold. They should be less saturated. Darker, but less saturated. No. Actually, I might just go over that with a tinge of black. That might be what I did for this. To do with that shadow. See, even the shadow when I do it. Alright. I would like to finish her skin tone. I'll do this pink. Nah, we're going with blue. I think we're gonna stick with the blue. We're going with the little blue. I believe. Is done until I decide to come back and like slightly change the hue ever so slightly, and then I go over it with a completely different colored pencil and like smear it in. But the deed is done. I still got the reference of my area, and it is a deeper blue. Not to say that we can't change the rules, you know. Who's to say that we even need to stay between the lines? I could just go straight and just draw a big square right here. Just, you know, why not? I can do it. It's part of the joy of painting, isn't it? Alright. Oh my gosh, I guess we can get our eyes. The eyes, I think, it's like the most important part. Honestly, I think when it comes to like someone's features, like the eyes are really extraordinarily like important. You know, I don't know, like for just like, I don't know, it's identification. You know, just you know, talk about features that are attractive. I think most attractive feature, well, yeah, probably the eyes. I think for this, I used, I want to say like green, yellow, like a blue, like 3 or 4 different colors. So it's gonna be hard to do exactly what I did last time, but I like the way these turned out a lot. Honestly, I should probably do her eyes, and I'll use the other white. Why not? Just to have a little protection. This track reminds me of Resident Evil Revelations. The second one. It's that violin. Honestly, smearing this color around is gonna make her eye look shaded in 3D. Just a bit strange. I think this is ever so off-white. Ever so slight off-white. Wait. I'm doing it on the wrong picture, am I? Well, that was a moment. If I could blame anything, it's that it has been really, really, really difficult to concentrate. Having not just anxiety, but just recovering from my shots. And add white her pupils. Add some color protection. Oh boy, here we go. Get real picky. They had like a very let's see, it was very special looking, like a neon green looking color. That's all these skin tone colors. We're pretty close to yellow. It was like, oop, did I punch the camera? I think I did. I thought I saw a pussycat. How bad did that jar? I don't know. You can still see the picture, so that's all that matters. I'm like trying to look for evidence that I used one of these before. Sort of looking for that that sort of indentation in the colored pencil. Good morning, Augur. Well, for me, it's good night. Just been vibing talking. Well, good. I'm glad you've been able to vibe out and chill, you know? I wasn't really sure how this was going. Sharing my experiences. Oh yeah, been a heck of a time. But, this must be it. Glitter green. But, I'm getting through them. Thank you for sharing that you liked my sharing of the experiences. So, it's nice to know that, at least someone found it interesting. I've been refraining from, tapping into the, OBS Twitch thing where I can see all the metrics, because then I'd start to get self-conscious. So you just sort of leave it off. Ooh, look at this. This one's a very maybe interesting in blue. So you kind of just you go on talking as if anyone is listening. I don't know. But yes, thank you. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. I shall continue. Although I can't. I guess it is 2:30 in the morning. I should try to at least sleep. I can always come back to this. Maybe I'll at least finish up my Yuri. Maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll come back to Kurisu. I'll at least want to finish like one full thing on stream, just so it seems like a complete thing. But for an area that's gonna be this big, this is what we're working with here. Because her eyes have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. But, way too olive green. We're not using that. Although I could try to blend some stuff together. This is glitter yellow. Where's that glitter green? I have two glitter greens. I have like a deep forest one and a more of a lime cilantro. Oh yeah, I definitely used that one for her eyes. And I might have used this one too, because this one's more green and this one's more blue. So like blending them together makes it really very appealing. I think it captures her eyes quite well, but let's look at least see what we have here. I'm curious about this. Whoa, that's deep. Camera probably isn't picking up that great, but man, that's ocean bottom blue. That's intense. Maybe a little too intense. I could do maybe a little bit of shadow for that. Here's like a... Ooh. Kind of like that. A little too green for her eyes, though. A little too dark. Is this? Yes. I think with these three colors right here, we can do it. Honestly, that might have just been what I used. I'm gonna put these aside. I'll continue to do our little smorgasbord sample. I'll keep this yellow into it for like an extra bright highlight. Right in the center of the green. This here is a little too green, but I do like it. Not my favorite yellow. This one is light, kind of like that other one. It's more golden. That one's... I don't even know how to explain that one. That's just straight up yellow. Mustard yellow. Ooh. Throwing this aside as well. And this one, they're really close together. Uh-oh, no. Deep. Is this even green? Yes, it is. That is a lovely green. Alright. Too dark. That's grass green. This is... ice. I think we're gonna have to throw away some of these. Well, not throw away, but... let me just get a gauge. Alright, so we got our yellow here. This is the brightest of the bright of highlights that will be like a speck of her eye. Alright, it's just catching the light. I'm a little apprehensive on that one now that I'm looking at it. Yes, these are very, very green. And her eyes are more blue. And if I have the freedom to make her eyes whatever color I want. As compared to that. Well, that makes that look way more blue and green. A little hard to tell on camera, being so far away. I do like that. Well, catching the light, it's reflecting a little weird. That's the more blue. And the glitter green is the, yeah. Yeah, you get some hard decisions. I mean, how much is the eye going to distinguish between most of these? Probably not very much. But I just want to capture the right thing, I guess. So I think I want bright highlight. This will be at the bottom. This sort of, I don't know how else to call it, like a damp green, yellow, sort of outline it. And I think I'll have it bleed into this, which will be majority of the eye. And it'll fade into this up to the top of her eye. And if I want to add a little bit more shade, I'll come back. I want to use, I think, this one, which was this guy, I think? Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna use this one like I did, like a reference. Honestly, looking at the reference pictures, her eyes are very blue. Very, very blue. But, this is my version, I suppose. So here's our little highlight here. Hoping I'm getting this place it needs to be. I can't tell much has changed on camera. I can barely see it myself. Then I think, what did I see we're gonna do? We're gonna blend it into this guy here. Probably. I'm just gonna sort of gently go over it. Her eyes aren't as big and zoomed in as that last one. Also, I'm like trying to blend these two together adequately. And then yeah, this sort of lime green up here. Glitter green, as we've been calling it. Sort of curve it in. I can't imagine. It feels like it doesn't look like I'm doing much, even from my perspective, but somehow really makes it come together, you know? More. Maybe I need a shade of blue in there. Hold on. I might need a shade of blue. This is pretty blue. Yeah, I'm just gonna blend it in over that green a little bit more, I think. It's probably what I did last time. There we go. Those are some pretty eyes. How's that looking? Camera getting it good? If the page up on, I'd feel like colored pencils go everywhere. Looking nice. When the rest of it comes together, I think they'll pop a little bit more. I want to get around your pupil a little bit, so I'm going back to that. I don't know if I want them completely white. I guess any other color, they might look a little off. I guess maybe I could. This is. I'm like coming back over with this green, and it's really, or at least yellowish, really making them shine. Sort of add a little bit of, like, blend it all together. That looks nice. That's actually really nice. I like that a lot. It's this one. This one's a little easier to see because her eyes are bigger. but I think I matched it pretty good. Pretty good. Got her eyebrows here. I think that's meant to just be like shading. That's not like eyebrow. I think that maybe. Yeah, that's a shadow. I might have to like do a second pass of everything to get it nice and bold. That's what I was wondering about. So I did this one late at night, and she just I was just wondering how just shading all this in black, and then oh, that's right. I guess I did do this pretty dark. Some areas are like 3 shades of shading, but not many. I'm just sort of looking at it, just like all the little features and stuff. All the little areas that he did, you know. Because there was a lot of detail in these pictures. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Just look at that. That old classic was it Ed Bassmaster? YouTube? That was way back in the day. Curious how that guy's still around in the YouTube scene, or don't know. Alright, well, one major thing I need to do is her skin. And actually, where's see this mess? This is the problem. Fortunately, this is not too hard to find because it's like smushed. It's very light blue, but it's like, oh, what was that one color I was looking for? There's just 100. There's probably a better way I could organize it, like most recent used. I should like put in a separate thing. And to see what was the blue I used for her. The darker shade. I don't remember. I guess I could go back and look. Might be even hard to tell. But I gotta get her skin done. And then her tongue, which, I mean, it's gonna be some sort of pink. We want it to be a very dull pink, because any dark pink is, it's gonna look weird if I do that. Oh my gosh, I think I actually found the exact image that, this is, oh wait, no, never mind. This is a sketch. But it's good to know because, I see, this is a shadow. That makes sense. And yes, these are shadows, all shadows. The picture I'm looking at is like actually a computer. It's not from the show. It's like someone's wallpaper rendition of it with more flat, generic colors. Like her eyes are 2 shades, just like one green and one darker green. But yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, this needs to be way darker. And I kind of anticipated, like, at the end doing the shading, but... Alright. Thinking of a pink... Yeah. for the battle of the pinks. What pink looks most dull? Doesn't even matter because we're not gonna know. That one's not bad, honestly. Might be one of those colors I just kind of have to bite the bullet on. Wonder if there's more of like a magenta looking color. Oh, did I punch the camera again? I'm not used to this setup. Oh god. This says red? I guess that's red. Put that back in the box. Actually, that's pink. That's way too bold. Oh, way too bold. I'm gonna have to go with something pink. Purple is... I guess this could be the same color as a dress, but... maybe I'll do like a pink with... I think we're going this. I think it's one of these decisions that I could spend a long time agonizing over. So I'm just gonna pick one. Looks pretty satisfactory to me. I don't know about you, but I'm pleased with that. Auger, gotta bounce, time to go to work. Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your day at work. You know, stay safe. Lots of crazy stuff going on out there, but you know, go out there and do your best. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great day yourself. Alright. My area's coming together. I could try to like change the white balance on the camera to see if it shows up any differently. Everything is blended to be very white. I'm gonna see if I can do that. 3350. I think 3350 is where it's at. Get back there. I can go contrast. If I saturate it, you can see the colors a little bit more clearly. But and it looks all blown out. Exposure. I guess I can zoom it in. But you know, she's looking okay. Once we get the skin in there, I'll shade up everything else and then make the areas that need to be darker, and then she'll really pop. There's probably a way I could do this way, like I could probably just be like, oh, this is my color, like shade it in real fast. Oh, this is my color, shade it in real fast, shade it in real fast. But I realize it's been 2 hours right now. And it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I could probably do this for a very long time. Like all night, but I should try to sleep. I feel like if I walk away from the camera, so what I need to do is... Maybe this would be a good time to stop. I have to sharpen this guy. This is my skin color pencil, and you can tell it's just, well, you know, for Caucasian, light Asian skin. But, and obviously, I'd be biased against calling my own, you know, race color, skin color. Not to sound... What a horrible note to end the stream on. What? You're racist? But, where's the... There it is. Let's focus. This focuses really well. Oh, wow. The detail. It's pretty flat. Pretty flat. So, I'm gonna have to shave it down. You know, yeah, because my thinking is, it's like, oh, well, you know, I'll get up, I'll walk away. I'll shave it, and I'll come back, and I'll just do the rest of the skin. And then I'll be like, well, I'm gonna want to come back and do the shade, or do the rest of the shading then, and finish my Yuri all together, which I guess I could do. How long is that gonna take? How long will it take? Take a long time. Plus a break makes it feel like there's gonna be a much longer part. Like it'd feel weird to just have it be there for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something. After 2 hours. So I think I might be calling it here. So, not a bad start. I mean, I love the way this turned out. I'm still debating on, like, just blackening all of this out. Just all black. I think that would make her pop, but I don't want to, like, have this black bleed into the background black. I could make it... I was gonna say if I make it like sky blue, or I could make it gray or silver. If it's another color like red or something, it's gonna be too bold. So it's gonna be dull. So like deep black or I could just leave it. You know, she's just in the paper, reaching out. This background is more detailed. So, might have to consider how this would look. I can't even necessarily, I know this should be brown or gray, black, gold. Like, I mean, X's here. It's like a bar or something, a mini bar. But, yeah, alright. We got a lot of these. I don't know how often. I mean, now that I've done this once, and it seemed to turn out okay, at least I feel like I have to finish this one on stream. Maybe if I don't want to stream, I might color another one separately. It'll feel weird stepping away from this one if I do that, but I don't know. I'll complete it out and it'll be my thing that I did on stream. I colored a page on stream. Also, I realize whispering like this has been a little harsh to speak. Which I know I could just stop talking. But I don't want to cause further anxieties by saying, it's like, oh no, what if I have a sore throat? What if I got the COVID before my, booster protection fully kicks in? No. So, oops. Shiny green. Was this a shiny blue? Did I use this one? Did I not use it? Oh, this was the super blue one. Okay. Alright. Well, let's put everything back, I guess. Back into the box. No sorting, no organizing. I know. Feels like we're undoing some of our work. I'm gonna have to find which blues I used. Maybe I'll have to rewatch the video. Try to take a guess. Oh, that's gonna bother some people. I know what'll bother me. All our blues. These will kind of stay together a little bit. Believe me. Saying "believe me" was a joke because that's the name of the track that's playing. Haha, funny. I know I'm kind of doing this a little too careful. I should probably just like stand this up and just toss them all in vertically. Use gravity, but showing it off, I guess. That should be everything. Show. Look at that. Wait a minute. There you go. The colors. So yeah, this was pretty relaxing. I gotta admit I was a little nervous, feeling little bits of anxiety doing it on stream, but I consider it a form of exposure therapy in a sense. So, training the body and the mind these last few days. I just hope my body can continue to recover, which it basically has, but my parents can still recover, and just all the crazy stuff that's been going on can just calm down a little bit. But look at all these colors. You probably couldn't tell before. What if I did. I don't know. I just want to see if the camera's gonna. If we do autofocus. Autofocus works decently. You can see what I was looking at a little bit more clearly. How the shades. Autofocus. Still a little. It wants to look at Kursu. I don't blame you, she's beautiful, but we're looking at the colors right now. Alright. It is just a drawing after all. But yeah. You can see the subtle differences in all of the shades and hues, I think. I guess I could have just zoomed this in as well, maybe. Maybe not as clear. Alrighty then. Well, this is where I say my goodbyes for the night. I'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning if I'm feeling bold. If I'm awake. but hopefully sometime soon. I guess it'll be New Year's Eve tomorrow, because technically it's already passed into the 30th for me. And I'm just checking my phone here. Yeah. Interesting. It was later than I expected. Alright. So I do have a thing tomorrow, which will hopefully make the day go by. His cell phone. I don't know if the microphone picked it up. His cell phone. That's the thing with the AI thing. I was originally going to have my voice play back so I could hear myself speak, because the AI voice cancellation, I noticed, does, like, it takes a few words, especially S's. I do have everything microphone boosted quite a bit, but yeah, I just hope it's been picking up my speaking clear enough. So I got a lot of these to draw, and then yeah. So if I were to jump into one, I don't know. I don't know if, so I've got some of these. This one's just randomly on the left-hand page. I guess it's because it's swimsuit version. But that's the one we're working on. Yeah, some of these are very noisy. I don't know if I would like to do these, but I got to do this one for Suzuha, of course. So the next one we would have is just her, and she's just teeny tiny. I guess if you liked Moeka, I mean, I don't know how many of her there are. Oh, there's one right here. She's front and center, I guess. I believe that's her name, Moeka, unless I mixed her up. Or is this Moeka? Nah, Moeka's. No, Moeka was correct. Is now I'm trying to think of Rukiko. Yeah, Ruka. And Ferris. Surprised to remember the names as much as I do, but I guess it's when it's one of your favorites. If anything, I should be surprised about remembering the names too. It would be let me see, I got this as a gift. Give me just a second, just the other day. Gotta be So Artoria. Another one of my favorite characters. But so this one's got like a mixture of like posters and things to color, which is interesting because it has like some of them on repeats, and you can kind of see like this one I could do like crazy experimental like techno colors. That one's black and white. I guess it's a poster, but this paper feels more glossy, so I don't know how much the colored pencil is gonna rub off on it, but I don't know. Another one of my favorite characters, but she's like my, out of like a hero, she would be my most idolized ones that upholds ideals and stuff, but Yeah. That's always strong. Very strong characters. Defending characters. I've gone through a lot, and I don't know. I suppose I share that that feeling. My cat, she knows my bedroom light's on, and she probably hears me whispering. So she is, she's scratching at the door and meowing, which I guess I should have known. I do not want her disturbing my roommates, so this will be the time to go. So we're going to end on the sad song. But I guess it's appropriate, very apropos, given the situation. Look at my fingers. I've been told I was very long fingers. But, I don't know. It was something they asked me in the hospital, if I could do this. Which I could do no problem. But, I guess it would be a sign of a disease or something if I couldn't. So, let's be glad it's not the case, and I shouldn't be talking about that because post-traumatic stress. So, yeah, expect for me to come back to this hopefully soon. This was, yeah, it was relaxing. I'm hoping things can get better, and if things aren't so good where you are, I hope they get better for you as well. But things are getting better for me. Obviously, I have worries about things coming up. They could end up being nothing. They could end up being something, but either way, I will get through them. And life will go on. Trying to adequately close this box. It's a little tricky. There we go. Just gotta do it from both ends. Right. Hi, Darla. Oh. I was wondering if it was mirrored, but then I was like, how is Steins Gate not mirrored? It happens when you look directly at the camera and not at things in real life. Okie dokie. I don't know how I should end this. Should I transition to my end of stream? My kid, she's going nuts. Thunder. But thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. Hope you're doing well. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great night, great day. Peace.